I mentioned the previous days, I don't know what the next couple of days are going to be like, and sure enough, that's how it's going to be. As everyone knows, I had to take things like that COVID test because of a production that wanted me to work on their project, and as part of that agreement, it mentions I have to essentially stay away from every other person outside. For example, I can't go to a public place because I assume that's a way for them to protect their talent, I guess you could say. So how long do I have to do this for? I'm not really sure at the moment. But as is currently, I can only really go to places where they tell me to. So if they say, okay, we're ready for you, then I'm out. But at the moment, I can't go to the places where I would normally go. Can't really go for my walks or anything like that. So this is how it is for the time being. I don't think this will last too long because once I get my part finished, then I don't think they would need me anymore. So I can get back to normal afterwards. But for now, this won't be a regular, I guess you could say, day. And I was thinking for these videos, what could I do? Because this is a hobby that I enjoy doing as well, just capturing stuff as I walk. I obviously can't do that, so I figured I'd just talk about what I read in the day, kind of like what I did before, and give some thoughts. At the same time, maybe I'll just use some archive footages, some animals and all that, plus some drone video. I can't even fly the drone. I can't even do anything, huh? As well, how about showing some stuff like me making raw juice and stuff like that, like I usually do for my days. That's usually how I get all my energy and all that. Just to reaffirm health-wise, I'm perfectly fine. Again, this is more of a precaution as one of these new normal things where people are trying to be super safe, I guess, business-wise. I guess on a quick note on that, one of you asked, how was that COVID test when I did it? Because some of you thought I was in pain or something like that during that video. Honestly, it wasn't too bad. They just take this swab and they start rubbing it on your nose in the inside. They were saying it was way worse before because they actually jammed it really far in, but this one wasn't that bad. If anything, it just kind of tickled. Maybe I'll get some thoughts about it later, but I guess first, what did I read today? I guess the first one here was with a drone sighting, although they wondered, what was this? Was it really a drone or something else? This one here says, mysterious lights captured on video near Little Red, likely a drone, says the experts. A Prince Albert family was left puzzled by a bizarre experience with a set of lights spotted in the sky just outside of the city on Saturday night. Maria Gardiner and her family were driving home from Fort Alicorn when she spotted a red light hovering in the sky near the airport. They pulled off the road in Little Red River Park to get a better look. And it says, quote, as we were coming closer, the light turned green and it was a solid green, and I said, that can't be a plane. She told Now. My son kept saying, maybe it's a drone, and I said, don't know if it's a drone because it's too big. And they basically posted this video here, and you can kind of see it.
See, it's moving that way. It's not a drone, eh?
I don't know what that is. It's moving though.
What if it's a military drone and it's going slowly?
Oh.
Or what if
It's gliding over, it's going back and forth.
Oh, home, Jason.
Would you think that's a drone? I think it's kind of interesting. As I was watching the video, it sounded like the guy mentioned he thought it could be military related. But according to UFO experts in this article, they think it's a drone as well. It says here, quote, having looked at the video, I'd have to agree with what was voiced by one of the family, that it was probably a drone. And he says, the way the color transitioned from green to red seems similar to some store-bought drones, lending more credibility to the theory the lights were an unmanned aerial vehicle. So was it a drone or was it not? It's one of those things again where anything in the air is a drone nowadays. Although funny enough, the guy's a UFO expert. Wouldn't technically this be just a UFO because you don't know what it is? I guess that's the trend nowadays, just call it a drone. And the other thing I read today was kind of interesting. There was that company Starlink, which is supposed to provide internet access from space. It should theoretically give people access to high-speed internet in areas where they normally wouldn't get internet. I know a lot of us take it for granted where we use high speed, and a lot of people actually don't even have that. So they actually released some beta invites for this. Because you see, this person posted here, it says, I just officially received an email invite to the Starlink beta. And according to the descriptions, it says the estimated speeds are 50 Mbps to 150 Mbps, 12 ms to 40 ms latency. And in terms of price, it says $499 for the phased array antenna and router and $99 per month for description. According to him, there was no NDA on this. I thought there was. So he basically showed the exact message and stuff that he received from the company. So you can read here, it says, as you can tell from the title, we are trying to lower your initial expectations, although the title and stuff was blocked out, I guess, so you don't identify who it is and all that. And they're essentially saying how there could be things like downtimes, it may be slower than normal because it is in beta, I guess you could say. And it says, as we launch more satellites, install more ground stations, and improve our networking software, data speed, latency, and uptime will improve dramatically. Interesting statement here too. It says, the Starlink phased array user terminal, which is more advanced than what's in fighter jets, plus mounting tripod and Wi-Fi router, costs $499 and the monthly subscription costs $99. If this sounds good to you, then order here. I would imagine there's tons of people wanting to get in on this. It makes you think how more people actually will be connected to the internet. There's probably so many people around the world that actually don't have internet yet, even though you can believe that. Will that create a new surge or a different type of audience? People experiencing everything for the first time? It's kind of exciting to see stuff like this. I know in Canada, when it comes to things like cell phone bills and all that, it's a complete rip-off compared to the rest of the world. So hopefully stuff like this in terms of internet will increase competition as well. Because I believe they said they were supposed to try to launch this in Canada as well as one of their priorities. Alright, and that's about it for what I read for the day. So, any other thoughts for today so far? According to the schedule for this production, it should theoretically end by next week. So that's the first week of next month. I don't think I should be tied down for that long because there's a bunch of different stuff they're doing and I'm only needed to my understanding for at least one of the days, but theoretically, that's how long I could have to be in this situation for. I'll probably just randomly shoot something with a thermal camera too, just for the heck of it, as I usually do that just for practice to get used to it and all that. So any final thoughts and what I'm currently thinking? I'm just wondering if this is a little too much. Because I could imagine, for myself actually, for all these times, as you guys know, I've been going out every single day, regardless of this pandemic thing, because they said going outdoors is perfectly fine. And as you guys know, I usually don't go around a lot of people. You walk around nature, there's the animals and all that. But I could imagine for those who are used to a lifestyle of always dining out, going to huge parties, this would probably make them crazy. For myself, I'm usually used to situations where I get to go around quiet areas, reflect a little bit. And funny enough, just in terms of, I guess, for people who stay indoors, I would imagine going outside and walking actually relieves a lot of stress and all that. So it makes me wonder if that's an error to tell people during these times, absolutely don't go outside. Like obviously that's not what the doctors say, but that's what some people do. Because I think it actually helps you overall, health-wise and mentally. And just a funny thing in terms of walking, obviously I can't walk outdoors that much, but in terms of tracking steps for today, you actually walk a lot indoors if you actually track yourself, I find anyways. Because I know some people, they were telling me with how much I walk in a day, they're like, they don't even walk, I don't know, like 500 steps or whatever a day. I'm like, no way. If you track from once you get out of bed to your work and all that, I'm pretty sure you do. I guess with this situation here, technically I'll get a lot more rest, which is kind of funny because a lot of people always look at me saying, how the heck are you doing stuff like that every single day? Take a rest. Like for me, I enjoy it, but I guess for this situation, it's forcing you to get more rest and all that as well. And that's also, I guess, a very key note for anyone who I normally talk to and all that. They're wondering, hey, where did he disappear to? Well, I guess I have to do this. It's no choice. So I basically don't really have much contact or anything with anything else as I have to focus on this at the moment. But I'll continue to do this for fun. I just don't know what the format and stuff is going to be because I'm just kind of winging it. back, Mom. Why are you leaving your kids?
She's like, come on in, come on in.
Alright, see you guys later.